Hey, comic book fans, you're with the Comic Book Pusher at the Comics Club, Tampa and Brandon's favorite comic and gaming store. Excuse me. Oh, good Lord. I better get some coffee in me fast. So, it is Wednesday, June the 30th, and Wednesday is, as every week, the best day of every week. And we know why it's the best day of every week, because it's New Comic Book Day. That's right. It's New Comic Book Day this week, every week at the Comics Club on Wednesday. But I want to start off with something not new comics, something old comic books. And for those of you joining me today, you're going to be very happy you did, because this is just the first sample, just the first taste, just the first little tiny bit of a collection that we got in just the other day. And my comic book elves have been working hard at getting through everything and seeing what all is in here. But I'm going to show you a couple of the books that we've dug out of this awesome collection. Just an absolutely awesome collection. I think it's about 6 or 7 long boxes. They were all short boxes to start with, but I moved them all into long boxes. Like I say, our comic book wizards are working on it. And we have a great stack today. We have a stack that is measuring all of 9 inches on the spine. And we have a secret word for you today. We have toys to look at, statue to look at, and some Star Wars retro figures that just came in that are going to blow your mind. If you're a Star Wars fan, these will blow your mind, because these cool little toys have a character in it that is no longer part of the scene. It's no longer part of the crowd, no longer part of the team. But let me show you some of these. These are really cool. Let's start off with the child. This is Star Wars Mandalorian Retro Collection action figures, and this is the child from the set. After the child, we have IG-11 from the new Mandalorian retro action figures. Grief Karga. You recognize him from the show. And I believe it's pronounced cool. Cool. He's cool. And he is also the guy on the show. If you haven't seen the show, I'll give you no spoilers. I won't tell you what's happening. But this is Moff Gideon. I will tell you that if you don't know, he's a bad guy. He's not a good guy at all. So there's that. And we have, of course, the Mandalorian himself in these retro figures. How cool is that? We got a couple of that one. But this is the one. The character that is no longer part of the story, at least not the actress that played the part, is Cara Dune. And this actress will no longer be part of the show. And because she's gone, there will be no more toys for her. There's only been a few made. This one was already in production, so they couldn't stop it. So we were able to get some. This is going to be highly sought after. How you doing, Eric? Good morning. Just showing everybody some really cool Star Wars retro figures being put out by Kenner. And these had the Cara Dune character, which, of course, we all know this actress is no longer part of the show. They had a falling out, and now she is out. And the character, I don't know if somebody else is going to play her or something. I don't know, but this is the actress that played her. Her name eludes me at the moment. But, wow. Does anybody know her name out there? Let us know. I forget it. But she had her likeness on toys and things like that, and her pictures on it. We're not going to see any more after this. I believe that's probably the last one. So we have those at the Comics Club if you're interested. We also have, speaking of Star Wars, we also have this cool little child figure, a little bobblehead from Funko. It's one of the series of them. And look at that. There is out there, and I didn't get one, and I tried, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it. But you see, that's right here, Cara Dune. And it's the likeness of the actor. So I'm not certain what's going to happen with that. it's an interesting speculation on whether or not it's going to be valuable. Right now, those toys are going for above suggested retail online. Godzilla Kong figure, battle scarred Kong. You see his chest is all covered in scars, red scars. And those are all the different ones you can get in the set. And we're trying to get as many as we can. It's not always easy to get all of them when you have to buy them from our distributor. Anyway, earlier I was telling you that we got in the collection. And I just want to show you some of the books that we've fished from there so far. These particular books, with the exception of this first one, the next 4 you see after that are ones that I actually have someone coming looking at today, whether or not he wants to buy them. And we'll see if he's interested. If not, I'll be putting them up on the wall. But this one so far will be going up on the wall. And this is Thor number 213. Just a really nice copy. And this collection has a lot of really nice copies in it. There are most of the books we see in this collection that we just got in are ranging between fine to that Gina Carano is the actress. Good morning, Juggernaut. Thank you so much. I was just telling everybody about the collection that we got in after I was showing the toys. That I believe somebody we know is going to be coming in and looking at whether or not they want them. This is the first Rogue. And that's Avengers King Size Annual number 10, the first appearance of Rogue in that issue. Very sizable key comic book, as is this one. This is the first appearance of James Rhodes, or Rhodey as we all know him. That's the first time we see him in the comic books. So that's an awesome comic. And like I say, I have someone come and look at these today, but if he's not interested, they will be going up on the wall. First, Nebula. If you are a fan of the Avengers Endgame, you know who Nebula is. And that's her first appearance in that issue. And this one, this is a classic cover that everyone will recognize because we've seen it 1,000 times. It's Tony Stark at his absolute rock bottom in the story called Demon in a Bottle. And it's Iron Man number 128. Look at that. How cool is that? So this collection has some really cool stuff in it. We've only scratched the surface of it. We just got it in the other day. And as we go through it, we'll be offering it to some of our own key collectors, customers who are always interested in these more high-end key comic books. And we will also be putting up some of them up on the Wall of Wonder. If you've been to the Comics Club, you know what the Wall of Wonder is. So there's some really cool comics that we'll be showing you more of later on. It is that time of the month where the new previews hits the shelves. We got the previews catalog in. We got the Marvel previews catalog in. And at last, DC has put out an issue of DC Connect that actually gives you information. So we have that, as well as all the comics I hit today. So if you're a DC fan and you're wanting to know what they're going to be doing, we do have the DC Connect today in limited supplies. So hopefully you get in here quickly and pick yourself up one. So today in comic book history, are you a fan of Flaming Carrot? Anybody out there a fan of Flaming Carrot? The character is half man, half carrot. He's always doing some crazy things in the comic books, battling Nazis and doing all kinds of other stuff. But this day in history, in Flaming Carrot number 16, was the first appearance of Mystery Men. Let me show you that comic book. Let me get up here. There we go. There. So that is the first appearance of the Mystery Men. I don't know if you remember who the Mystery Men were, but they even did a movie of them. So there it is, your bit of comic book trivia, comic book history. Flaming Carrot number 16 was the first appearance of Mystery Men. And that happened on June 30th, 1987. So there you have it. June 30th, 1987, Flaming Carrot number 16. The first time we got to see the Mystery Men. On the 27th, which we just passed this past Sunday, on the 27th was the first appearance of Groot in Tales to Astonish number 13. And it's kind of funny because on the cover he's got a paragraph long thing that he says, "I am the great and powerful Groot." But in the movies, he only says, "I am Groot." It's kind of funny. So there you go. We have the toys. One more cool thing to show you, and I haven't got this out of the package, so I'm going to have to try to show you in the package because it is a statue, and it's so wrapped up in stuff inside you can barely see it. But it's a Hush Batman statue, and it's just awesome. It really is a great looking statue. You can see this part of it there. That shows you a little bit of the statue, but what a great statue this is. Batman Hush. Come in and take a better look at it in the store, or Google Batman Hush statue and see what it looks like. We have one up for sale here in the Comics Club today. We also have a couple of limited editions, to only 1,000 of these made, signed 2 times. It is War Goddess #1 hardcover, and that is signed, limited edition, signed by Mike Wolfer and Matt Martin. Their signatures are both on the inside, and these are limited 1,000 copies. We also have Lady Death, one of my favorite dark characters of all time, Lady Death. And this one has signed 3 times. It's limited to just 1,000 copies. And we have one here at the Comics Club, and it is signed by Mike Wolfer, Matt Martin, and Michael D. Pascal. I believe that's the whole team that did the whole thing. It was created by someone else. It was by, of course, I go blank on the name of somebody else. Somebody help me out there. Who created Lady Death? Because I think it's Brian Pluto, isn't it? Brian Pluto, that's right. He created Lady Death, and his signature's not on there, but all those other guys are. We have had some in the past that had his signature on it. They sold quite quickly, of course. No surprise. Today, by the way, secret word is figure. So go figure. Go figure that this would be the secret word today. The secret word today, people, is figure. And what does the secret word get you? At the Comics Club, if you come in and you know the secret word and you give us the secret word when you're checking out, Brian Pluto, that's correct. We will give you 15% off. 15% off any single item. Limit 1 per person per day. If you know the secret word, and this week's secret word is figure, and go figure. And if you leave a comment down below after the show, not in the chat, but down below after the show, we will enter you into monthly drawing for a free graphic novel or 2, and we do that drawing on the first Wednesday every month. So it will be next Wednesday, the first Wednesday. We will be pulling names in our big wheel of names and finding out who has won. We have quite a stack of comic books today, but we also got in a few trade paperbacks and graphic novels, some restocks of things, some new things. I'll show you a couple of the restocks we got in here, I believe. Oh, wait, before I get into that, let's look at something oversized. I like to show the magazines because they are so oversized. The Star Wars Insider came in today. That's a cool cover. Baby Yoda there. Grogu. That's the name, Grogu. And this one, Star Wars Insider, this is the other cover. Because, we always have to have multiple covers on everything. And also Game Trade Magazine. If you're into gaming, Game Trade Magazine is on the shelves at the Comics Club today. Tales from the Dark Multiverse. 5 chilling chronicles of the madness that goes on in DC's dark negative multiverse. The Dark Multiverse. Where nothing goes right, everything goes wrong, and all the stories are absolutely chilling. Considering those 4 books from that collection, 15% makes a difference. Yeah, oh, yes, it does. Yes, it does. And if you're a Discount Club member or a subscriber, that 15% for that one item turns into 20%. So that's really super deal. So it pays to watch. A new printing of Kingdom Come. If you haven't read this book, if you're a DC fan, what are you waiting for? Oh my God, this is probably the best DC story ever told. Great stuff. And the new Future State stuff, Superman, has been collected into this. It collects Future State Superman of Metropolis, Future State Superman World War, Superman versus Imperious Rex, Kara Zor-El, Superwoman, Legion of Superheroes, and Superman House of L, all in this one fat comic book collection. Great stuff there. And for readers of all ages, probably a young reader and up, we have new Space Jam, A New Legacy. Fun stuff in there. And also The Mystery of the Meanest Teacher, a John Constantine graphic novel. How interesting is that? Instead of at this time, because he's a young man, a teenager, it looks like, he isn't smoking. He's got a lollipop. So if he was bald, he'd be a Telly Savalas, right? Wasn't it Telly Savalas, the detective, who was always had a lollipop in his mouth or his hand? Are you a Usagi Yojimbo fan? Chibi Usagi. Oh, cute. Look at how cute they are. Cute little chibi Usagi Yojimbo characters. And very cute, but very deadly. This is Batman White Knight Presents Harley Quinn. And she sports a new costume in this. And here's a little bit of taste of the interior. Oh, yeah. Hardcover, beautiful book. Got a pink and red and black and white theme to it. Great stuff. We have great stuff this week. I mean, it is a good week to be a comic book fan. Of course, the cream of the crop, some of the coolest stuff we get in are the variants every week. And we got a few in this week that are pretty impressive. Considering it's the fifth Wednesday, and often fifth Wednesdays don't mean that you don't get a lot of comics from some companies. DC didn't really put out a whole lot this week. Excuse me, my nose is itching. But we do have a few to show you. So let's get right at them. This is Transformers Beast Wars number 5, the 1 in 10 variant. It's a real dark cover. And my phone is ringing. I'm here by myself at the moment, so I will not be answering that. So just ignore that ringing sound. This is, and ignore the changing colors too, because if you'll notice, this something about this thing that it causes it to go to the yellow tone. See? I don't know why. But anyway, here we go. My Little Pony, 1 in 10, number 3. Star Wars number 5, 1 in 10. That's a cool one. Vampirella, number 2. This is, of course, what I have been butchering this person's name, and I apologize. I keep saying Perillo, but it's actually Parejo, because I'm told that the ILL are pronounced like a Y, so it becomes Parejo. And I hope I didn't butcher that, but this is what I'm told. I'm told that it is Parejo, and that, of course, artwork is always amazing. This is just, you got to see that up close up in person. It's great, great art. Star Wars High Republic, number 6 is the 1 in 25 cover. And Marvel Action Spider-Man, number 3, 1 in 10. Oop, wait a second, not that one. This one. Looks like getting a visit from Mysterio. I love this cover. I mean, I love the artwork. Great stuff. Real nice. So there's the variants for the week. That will be on display at the Comics Club as soon as we open in just a mere 40 minutes. Spawn, number 119. These are the covers for that. That's a great cover there. That is awesome. You get this get that is it banners? Nope. Get that out of the way. How do I get that back to comments? Oh no. I'm gonna spend more time practicing on this thing. So Beta Ray Bill, number 4. Something going on in it. Avengers Mech Strike. Hey, where are the Mech Strike toys? Has anybody seen the Mech Strike toys or advertisements for them? I mean, this is an opportunity to do something here. Mech Strike toys, guys. Where are they at? Where's the other cover? Seems like we should be out right now since the comic's out. Godzilla Rivals by IDW. Versing Hedorah. Black Widow number 8. We're going to see that movie eventually. Eternals number 5. Speaking of Vampirella, which we just saw the variant for, we have multiple covers for this. I'll save the Parejo for last. That's weird. Her on the moon with Rasputin. The awesome art in this. Absolutely gorgeous art. Who wouldn't want to have that painting in their man cave, eh? And of course, the beautiful Vampirella, which she just finished feeding. And oh, yes, this is absolutely incredible cover. Look at that. I mean, Vampirella just finishing a meal. Pretty tremendous artwork. I am very impressed by that. I sure wish I had that talent. Daredevil. He's having some electricity problems. How shocking. And Amazing Spider-Man, giant-sized Amazing Spider-Man, the Chameleon Conspiracy. Wasn't the Chameleon the very first foe in Amazing Spider-Man number 1? It was a chameleon, wasn't it? I believe so. Oh, wait, that's the back cover. You don't want to see that. Just an advertisement. Blade Runner. Are you into Blade Runner? You've been reading the Blade Runner 2029. The latest issue is hitting the stands. Issue number 5 with 3 different covers. I like that one. It's pretty interesting. Street Fighter has a pinup special. And we have a when you can draw your own pinup, and underneath that is cover A art for the comic. And here's another one of the covers. There are other covers. We don't always get all of them. And sometimes we only get some and we sell out before we even get them on the stand. So if you're interested in certain covers of comics, definitely let us know in advance. But it's a pinup issue. So there's all kinds of just artwork inside, but great artwork, fun stuff. And just a little bit in the back, it looks like they've given us a little bit of information on upcoming stuff that they plan. So stuff that will be coming. Archie's very first superhero was a character called the Shield. Very patriotic character. And they did, Rob Liefeld is presenting this one. And he did a couple of covers. And this is issue number 1, reintroducing the Shield. Thanks, Rob, for your part in bringing this back. Shield's a cool character from the Archie Comics company. Spectre Inspectors from Boombox, number 5. Power Rangers Unlimited, number 1, new Power Rangers series. Have you been reading this series? Are you gung-ho for gung-ho? By Blaze Comics. And gung-ho always gives us multiple choice of covers. Hello, Lisa. I send to you all blessings and thoughts of health and happiness. Thank you, Lisa. That's very wonderful. That's very kind of you. We appreciate that. Gung-ho. Beast Wars, Transformers Beast Wars. These Transformers battling wild animals? What is this about? Transformers Beast Wars. The Beast Transformers are battling others, I believe. 2 moons. Looks kind of gory there. some of the independent stuff has been really good. The horror coming out of independent companies has been really good. Probably the pinnacle of that recently has been Something's Killing the Children. If you haven't been reading that, pick it up. You'll be happy you did. We had the first 2 volumes of the trade paperbacks in stock right now at the Comics Club, so no excuses. Come and get your copy. Great stuff. Not everything comes from Marvel and DC, guys and gals. Try some of the independent stuff. It is really good. I'm just showing you these. As you see, the Marvels, issue number 3, Alex Ross. Cult of Dracula from Source Point Press. That Texas Blood, more horror from deep in the heart of Texas. Undone by Blood, or The Other Side of Eden. Latest issue hitting the shelves today. Bronze Age Brian, how you doing? Good to see you there. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it. The Witcher has a comic book, and this is issue number 2 of the 4-part series, Witch's Lament. And there are 3 different covers to that. Pretty decent, like Civil War stuff, so I might be a little biased. You like the Civil War stuff? Some real nice covers here for Witcher. I watched the TV show, or whatever it was, the miniseries. It was really good. White issue number. What is this issue number? Is this issue number 1? Issue, or is it? I think this just started, so this is probably just the first issue. Yeah, issue number 1. I had to order, 3 months ago, so trying to keep up with everything can be a challenge. Speaking of witches, Witch Blood. Change the color of everything on the screen here just by moving. See how everything changes? I don't know what it is about this background here, but it does this. Witch Blood from Volt Comics. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. This is this issue from the Buffy the Vampire world is Tea Time, number 1. And it's very shiny foil cover. And I don't know if you're a fan. I'm trying to remember this character's name on the cover. It's right on the tip of my tongue, but I'm so bad at that game. But anyway, nice foil cover on the latest series from the Buffy the Vampire world. Tea Time. You Promised Me Darkness, issue number 3. We Only Find Them When They're Dead. A couple covers there. Very artsy covers. It's issue number 7. Kanto, the little Tin Man in the City of Giants, issue number 3. I don't know if he's a little clockwork character, isn't he? I believe. I think the first story arc, he went looking for his heart. Department of Truth, issue number 10. It's interesting stuff. A brand new series starting out, Parasomnia. It's interesting. Look at the reflection. Parasomnia. And then another issue, another cover for that one. And a neat piece of art on the back as well. Made in Korea, issue number 2. I don't know if you know anything about this storyline. I believe that is our robot. Captain America, the United States of Captain America. There's a Sasquatch variant out there from Department of Truth. It looks awesome. Yeah, I know. All these covers, you can't get them all. A lot of them are exclusives to stores. In fact, I think Bueller just has a new one. But he knows comics with Bueller, but he has a new Bueller exclusive comic book. And so is my friend Rod Clone of Just a Rican and his comics on YouTube. If you haven't checked out his show, please do. He has his own, which we will be selling a few copies here at the Comics Club. He has his own sponsored comic. It's going to have his Just a Rican and his comic logo on there. Basilisk, been pretty sought after already. We only have might just have that one left. We sold so many on pre-order. Girls of Dimension 13, issue number 3. No, we've all been waiting with bated breath for that issue. And I'll have to get back to them. Who was texting me? Monstrous number 35. By the Horns number 3. How you doing, Tugon? Good to see you, my friend. Thank you for joining us. X Factor issue number 10 is out today, and we've got 4 different covers to choose from, including the lineup. They've been doing these for a lot of different comics in the X-Men world. So there's that one, and then there's this one. This is the matching runway. There's a whole bunch of different covers that all connect together with this one. So this is the connecting cover. They're all getting their picture taken on the runway. A lot of them are exclusives, or they're like, these comic books are 1 in 10, 1 in 25, 1 in 50, 1 in 100, 1 in 200, 1 in 500. And so, they don't always make that announcement when they're posting them out there and showing people. They'll say, hey, your local comic shop's probably never going to have this book, but hey, love to show it to you. Maybe you would like to bid on one on eBay. Unfortunately, a lot of them we don't get in. There's so many different covers. 2 for Dr. Aphra that we have. And so a lot of them are store exclusives, just like I was telling you. Bueller has one, and Rodney Clone has one for his Just a Rican and his comics show on YouTube. Again, if you haven't checked those guys out, please do. Lots of fun. They have a lot of great content. If you're a comic book fan, you won't be disappointed in the fun stuff they offer. So, it's my phone going off again. Sorry. Someone wants to message me who's forgotten that I have a show right now. All right. So, let's see here. Star Wars Adventures, issue number 5. Got a couple different covers. Well, you're gonna sneak out to see what's that new comic book day. Where are you at, Pedro? Where are you located in the United States? What state? Are you here locally, or I don't know if you are or not. I always see you on the shows out there, but I don't know where you're from. Where are you from, there, Two Gun? Shang-Chi number 2. Momoko cover. Battling Captain America. And DC has a few things to offer. Let me get those around here. DC has Titans Academy 2021 yearbook. And this cover, I like this one. Looks more like a yearbook. Midnight Western Theater. This is from Scout Comics. And we also have from Volt Comics, Barbaric. Catwoman Annual. Love this cover. And then there's this cover. Yeah, maybe. More from DC. We have Infinite Frontier Secret Files #1. All the inside scoop on the Infinite Frontier characters. Crossover. Going strong at issue #7. Happy New Comic Book Day. Yosagi Yojimbo. Now, this is a Dragon Bellow conspiracy, issue #1. What a great cover. What great art. I like the depiction of Yosagi there. And last but certainly not least, DC is giving us the 80th anniversary 100-page super spectacular of Green Arrow and a whole bunch of different covers based on decades in the comic books. Yeah, that is a nice Conan homage. That was very cool. And there's this one. I want to save my very favorite two for last. And there's this one. And there's this one. This one's awesome. This one is the one from the 1950s, and it's it's Green Arrow like King Kong up on the top of the Empire State Building. '80th anniversary of Green Arrow. This one is a homage to the Longbow Hunters series. I really like that. This is the one I decided to get for myself. And there's this one, which is my favorite of all of them, the 1940s era of Green Arrow. The sidekick Speedy. Well, there they are, boys and girls. Those are the new comics for this week, and I showed you some of the books from that collection. If you came in late and you didn't see it, you definitely want to rewind and take a look. I'll flash them at you. Take a look at these books that I just got in to the comic shop. And there's a whole bunch more going in that we're going to be going through because we got this massive collection, and it's just an amazing collection. So I can't wait to get through it. And everybody remember that the secret word is figure. Go figure. And I'll tell you what, if you come in, the first two people who know the secret word and tell me the secret word, remember these? This is one that's been opened, but it's got all the parts in it. So this is a Battle World ball, Marvel's Battle World game. And I give one of you this one for free. And the second one that comes in, another one for free. If you know the secret word, the first two people, and those will be there for you. All right, kids, thank you so much for joining us. Next week is the drawing, so be sure to join us for that. Don't forget to leave a comment down below so you know, so you'll be entered into one of those drawings, and you'll have a chance to win one of our prizes, which are usually graphic novels. One of these days we might switch to something else, but right now we're giving away graphic novels. And so definitely leave a comment in all of our weekly Good Morning Comic Book Fan shows so that you get entered into the monthly drawing. And give us a thumbs up. Tell us what you think down below in a comment. And remember, read. It brings out the hero in you. We'll see you next time at the Comics Club.